Today we are going to be talking about Revlon Colorstay and how I use it every day. So let's first start with the product. This is my Revlon Colorstay. I've got a nice new bottle here so you don't have to look at my gross one. This is by far my favorite foundation. I've tried high-end, I've tried drugstore. This is the only one that works for my oily skin. It stays on all day. I wear it to work. I even wore it to my wedding. So it's good. Every time I buy a high-end foundation, I'm like, not as good as my Revlon Colorstay. So I have the one that is for a combination to oily skin, and it's in the color 110 Ivory. Looks like that. My least favorite thing about this product is the opening for the cap. It's not a pump, so it gets really messy quickly. So your bottle's not pretty at the end, and so I've got a new one for the video. So let's start about how I use it for everyday use. Revlon Colorstay is kind of thick and very heavy. It's a full coverage foundation for sure, and that's great when you're going out or you're going to be taking pictures, but when you're just going to work, that looks a little overdone, especially if you work in a pharmacy like me. So I don't want to look Beyonce at the pharmacy, so I do something to make this a little bit thinner to make it look more natural. So what I do is I actually mix a little bit of that with my Seriously Shine-Free Mattifying Oil-Free Moisturizer from Formula 10.0.6. It looks like this. This is my favorite daytime moisturizer. It does not make my face oily. It works really well. It smells kind of weird, but other than that, it works great. It contains aloe vera and bamboo. It says the matte finish moisturizer keeps your skin smooth and shine free all day. Aloe vera softens skin while bamboo extract absorbs extra oil. So these together are what I wear every day for my foundation. So let's start by how I mix it. I usually open up my Revlon Colorstay a little bit and just put a little bit of it on my hand. It's going to be difficult there. So there you go. You can see that I've got a little bit of it on my hand. Just looks like Revlon. And then I take a little bit of this, and this lotion you have to shake really good, otherwise it comes out all weird and runny. So the lotion is kind of a weird consistency. It's more of like a gel, I would say. So what I usually do is I usually take about half of the Revlon Colorstay and half of the lotion, so it looks like that. And you can tell the lotion's a little bit runny, so if you hold your hand up crazily, it'll run. And I just use my clean fingers to mix it together. And it kind of looks funny when you start mixing it because the lotion doesn't really want to mix in. And it almost makes the foundation look orange on your hand for whatever reason. But when you put it on your face, it doesn't show up like that. So that's what it looks like when it's mixed. So then I just take my handy dandy mirror and apply it to my face. And as you can see, I don't have makeup on now, so I'm going to put a little bit on for you. This still does a really good job of covering up your skin problems that you have without looking extra like cakey and made up for just work or just running errands and stuff, and you don't want to look all done. At least I don't. I usually do this pretty much every day for work. The only time I ever use Revlon Colorstay by itself is if I'm going out or we're going to be taking pictures. So as you can see, it goes on normal. I'm not using a beauty blender. When I use the Revlon by itself, I use a beauty blender. Otherwise, it gets kind of streaky on my face. But with the lotion, it kind of just rubs in. So basically, makes it a Revlon Colorstay Tinted Moisturizer. So I'm just blending it in. And as you can tell, it doesn't cover everything up. You're probably going to need a little bit of concealer still. But that's okay, at least in my opinion. I don't want to look overdone for work. So I'm just going to finish adding this on. I find that it works the best this way, and it still lasts me all through work, so about 11 hours. And if it looks like you need a little more coverage, you can just go back over it. It makes it pretty buildable, especially since if you put 2 layers of regular Revlon Colorstay on your face, you're going to look like you have 2 layers of Revlon Colorstay on your face. It's thick. But with the lotion, it lets you add a little bit of buildable coverage. And usually for work, I don't even go with a regular concealer. All I do is open the Revlon Colorstay, and I actually read this on a Pinterest link, I think, and it said the best concealer is already in your foundation, and this only works with a bottle like this, but they said the stuff that goes around the outside that gets kind of like dry, so it looks like that. They said use that as concealer, and that is what I do because it's time saving. I could put on regular concealer if I wanted, but again, that's going to take me more time. And so usually I'm just trying to get ready quickly so I can get out the door and to work. So I just put a little bit of the extra Revlon, just plain Colorstay without the lotion, on my face, and it does a pretty good job of covering up anything I need to cover up for. So put a little bit on there. I'm not going to do my under eyes with the Revlon because I have a luminizer that I like to put underneath my eyes. So usually after I put on my foundation, I almost always set it with the powder. This month's powder that I'm using is Revlon Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressure Powder. It looks like this. I love this. I didn't think I was going to like it. It is really cheap, and I'm kind of picky about powders, but it does not look cakey at all, which I love, because I have the Revlon Colorstay powder to go with the foundation, and if you put both on together, it looks cakey, which I don't like. So I love this. It has a weird scent, which I haven't figured out why a pressed powder would have a scent, but it does have a scent, but it's really cheap. I think I got it at Walmart. I want to say it was like $3 or $4. It rocks. So I usually apply that. Use my ID Bare Essentials Full Flawless Face brush to apply it. I just got this when I got Bare Essentials one time. I like the brush. I don't use Bare Essentials anymore, but again, I like the brush, so I just use it anyway. So I usually just get it on there and then put it on my face to set my foundation. If I don't set my foundation, it won't. It just doesn't last on my skin very well. So setting it is always important. I always make sure to add a little bit more powder to my T-zone where I get pretty oily throughout the day. And the best thing about this combination of products is even if you do get oily and your face feels a little bit oily, it doesn't look shiny. So you don't look oily. There's no need to blot throughout the day. So if you're busy at work and you don't really have time to reapply your makeup and stuff, this is a good option. So that is how I use my Revlon Colorstay every day for work and play. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.